Right. So if you all have finished anyhow, that time also, I think exam link time might be over. So it will be invalid now. Since link may not be now up. Now, shall we have this closing session started? So it is your session.
Yes, sir.
Jayati, shall we request them to start early and leave early instead of waiting?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, in the sense, whatever we have to do from our end, okay, we say that it's done. So now it is your session, okay. So if we can start a bit early, I have not planned any ceremony. No, I am little bit against of these lot of ceremonies, okay. So no SHA, another invitees, dignitaries, and all such kind of thing. So after all, participants are the primary, right? So it is your session now. You can, allow yourself to be let loose, okay? And we'll have a kind of session where we can say exchange of our perceptions, things, and also scope for, let's say, it can be a different way, all such kind of things. So we can start now. And I suggest that those who have, something to feel, to share, not necessary to be positive. Feedback is feedback, okay? So what you have done is AC, that's a different purpose, but here is something like a perception. So we can have different ways of looking at that. And I suggest if the participants take a lead in that, and guide us to make this session, let's say, again, somewhat interactive. That will be the thing that I wish that we should have. That's why I have not invited any of our institutional dignitaries saying that it is ceremony. It would be a session or ceremony as per the wish of our participants. So ceremony means you are the only among the dignitaries. Okay, yourself are the conducting persons also. So I give full freedom to you all, and you can start.
Sir.
Sir, sir, I am Rajan Adrajan. Shall I update my kind of feedback request, sir?
Please at least make a. Shall we do one thing, Jayati? You were planning some photograph, na?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, respected participants, we are planning for a group photograph. So, it will be very, very grateful if you all can turn on your videos. So, I can't take all at one, but we'll combine all the snapshots taken and I'll put it in a picture. So, in the first go, Prajakta ma'am, can you also please turn on your video? Most of you who can turn on their video, please do that. This is the last ceremony, the group photo. It's so nice to see all of you now. Shweta ma'am. Hello ma'am.
Hello ma'am.
In a physical interaction would have been definitely better, but in that also we might not be able to gather like 100 people. So we are very much delighted to have so many of you right here. So thank you all. Now in this I'm having Prajakta ma'am, Gajalakshmi ma'am, then Mahalingam sir, Venkatesh sir, Milind sir, Shashikant sir, and Suresh sir, and a few more. So please just give a smile. I'll take a snap.
Nice.
Smiling face is very important.
Please, many have to turn on communication. Radha Krishna sir, Faima, Vishweswar Reddy garu, Harsha Dakre, please all turn. Our screen
So
should not be blank.
I'm taking another snap. So all of you please smile. Shilpa ma'am, Vishweshwaraya sir, uh, Priyajit, Shama, Priyanka Das ma'am, Sudhanshu sir. Can you please turn on your videos?
Score 8.7 on average.
Oh,
All 60% they want cross.
60% yeah, not possible.
Thank you, Sarita ma'am. You have a beautiful smile.
Only one or two.
No mask required, no face covering.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, what about the results? You will send us the result in the mail.
Yeah, we do that.
Then I'm left with a few more people who have not yet turned on their video. So I request Priya ma'am, Priyajit, then we have Harshit sir, Priyanka ma'am. All those, please turn on your videos. Shama sir, Debashri ma'am, if it is possible. Yes, I just got a perfect like. Okay. Thank you all the dignitaries for turning on your videos for this group picture. You can even keep it turned on. So this session we have planned it to be a little informal in which we would like to listen to you. You all are the dignitaries for this session. So it would be grateful if we can have one of the participants to kindly take up the lead and speak a little about how they felt the session was or maybe about their own opinion or so.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah, I'm Tejalakshmi here from RV College to register my feedback on this session. So, as a overall, it was really a very good and well planned. We are able to attend. So, first, I have to thank Ramarao sir for giving me this opportunity to attend this program. Right, starting from Monday, the 2nd November, the sessions were well planned. Especially the machine learning application, like Uttam Kumar sir, one of the experienced person in that particular field, has gave us a very good insight on the machine learning part. And the series of sessions were also planned very well in such a way that it has gradually taken us into the actual computing methods in remote sensing and GIS. For the people like me who is specialized in GIS and remote sensing, we got a very wider view and a better knowledge on how this how the technology is improving towards artificial intelligence and computing techniques. So that I want to really I'm very much thankful to get an opportunity in such a program to attend and then participate and get the knowledge about it. So thanks to Ramarao sir. So overall it was well planned and well organized. So thanks for everything, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
so
It's
much.
all, the encouragement that you all have participated. That only motivate us to do certain kind of things. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Next. Next, please.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. This is Dr. Ashish Pal from Nerist, Arunachal Pradesh. I'd like to congratulate all of you, particularly you, sir, Ramarao, sir, for organizing such a wonderful program. And I learned a lot of things from this program. And I wish the success game again. The congratulate all your team member, whoever this maybe this year involved in this program. So great success, and I learned lot of things, especially like your from this year Ramaya madam, and then your Rohani sir from IIT Kanpur. Okay, so there's lots of things. Every person, every speaker, they speak out in very systematically, very informative session. All these things, interactive way. Particularly the Anand Narayan, your yoga session, everything. It was very nice. You have arranged in such a way that in technical and non-technical part, all these things, and we enjoyed. Particularly, I enjoyed a lot from this program. Okay, thank you very much for your this giving me opportunity for attending this program. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you everyone, particularly and Jayati madam also. Thank you so much for this your nice session. All this session you are hosting all this session, Ramarao sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ashish Palji. Actually, I did nothing other than doing some certain kind of information transmission. First thing is that, it's a AST which gave this opportunity for us to interact and come onto a platform. And the second thing, most importantly, all the resource persons who are kind enough to say yes to me whenever, even if I invite them at a very short notice, they were kind enough to spare some time to us. So really, many as a resource persons who made us to be useful for the session, and my team. No, they are all making. In fact, they
Yes,
were
sir. Particularly your team. You are
most
you
of
doing
job
all
giving
these
me
things.
this.
You are
That's it.
doing all these things. Yeah.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramarao sir. I am Dr. K. Venkateshwar Ravu. I am actually very happy to listen to so many lectures, sir. I thank Ramarao sir for permitting me to join this because I registered a bit late because I have not seen. And really, this workshop, it shows that how Ramarao sir maintains NIR, Network of Independent Researchers. He has pulled all faculty researchers from various institutes, IIT, Triple IIT, and also Yoga Master, then Indian Statistical Institute. So all the speakers working in various institutes on a similar area, he has really brought in here, and the lectures are very good, and it is very inspiring, sir. I enjoyed all the lectures, but I may have not scored good marks in this examination, definitely. Okay. I thank you very much for allowing me to join in this particular program, and I thank your team, your team members who are always smiling and enthusiastically conducting these programs, every lecture. So I'm very thankful to you and your team, sir. And I hope every participant got benefited by attending this program. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. It's all your kind words. Our
Sir,
team did all that thing. Our team, that's all. Yes, Dr. Millie, please.
Yeah.
Sir,
Thanks, Dr. Rao, for this wonderful FDP and to entire team. Okay, it is a team effort, but and I request you to start a similar workshop on hyperspectral remote sensing. That will be more beneficial for students and for faculty like us also. Okay, so please plan for that one also.
Thank
Thanks.
you very much, Dr.
Thanks
Millie.
once again.
Thank you very much. Actually, yes, that's really a good motivation for us to do new course. I think we'll plan. Maybe just wondering if the suggestion on how long that session could be is one thing that participants can also give us so that we'll plan according to deadline. But we certainly plan those kind of specialties. One is on hyperspectral, then also on this LiDAR, these kind of things.
So there is
We certainly do
there
that.
is an option called breakout rooms, sir, in Zoom. No, I know that you are aware of it. So in breakout rooms, you can divide these participants into small groups and give them some hands-on work and some lab work or something. It will be more engaging, more interactive. Everybody will be involved. So anyway, I want to thank you, sir, Professor Ramarao. You responded very quickly to everybody's problems. Jayati madam, Reggie madam, everybody, all the faculty team. It's an excellent and friendly workshop. We all enjoyed it. I enjoyed throughout. And it was a very wonderful session. I can just conclude like that. Thank you so much for your experience sharing, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Rizal, your wishes. And actually, I like to hear from our most important, resource person from Akanksha. See, she is an important resource person. In fact, I always try to.
Akanksha and me were
I
from
consider
GIT Mesra.
students are something like like doctors for a patient. Faculty, when we go to a doctor or when a person goes to doctor, if the doctor says that everything is all right and you eat a lot of sweets, you are so nice and everything, and if you are not otherwise, then it is a poison. The doctor is giving you poison in the name of sweet. Whereas we want something which is always can say factual. So I consider always students are something like a doctor in disguise for a faculty. So we should always be taking their words and the right spirit. I'd like to hear from them as well.
Yes, sir. I would especially like to thank Dr. Ramarao, sir, for his contribution and for encouraging students. I would like to say that this was very immense, and especially we as students are very afraid, fearful. We think what we speak can be offended to someone or the other person, but he always encouraged like we are the ones who should hear from you that feedback is necessary for anything, like why the national education policy is implemented. This is one of the main reasons that why we are lagging behind after ages, that in spite of this privatization of education is increasing, we are still following the rote kind of learning, some indigenous approaches in teaching. And I feel that we all should work in an integrated manner so that we can make our country ahead. And I feel that especially the professors are the ones who can make very impactful things for the society. And we are indebted to you all, and thank you for this wonderful session, and thank you for inviting me and encouraging me to give a presentation that was required and necessary. Thank you, sir.
You are
Thank you very
muted,
much,
sir.
Akanksha. It's always, these are the things that require us to change ourselves. Unless other we change ourselves, we are not going to see. See the China last 1 year, US so far has the adamance of that it is the world topmost producer of top class journal articles. And it would say we have got 4,25,000 articles in top journal, but China has took over, and it is 25% more than what US produces, not by number, but even the quality journals. And it's not that number is important, but for us to see the motivation of the faculty and students. And most important is that 10% of those 4 lakhs or 5 lakhs journals have come from, not from PhDs, but from masters. And 3% of the top class have come from undergraduate, just BSc or BTech equivalent, not our MSc event. So if we look where we stand, why we should always be saying that we're still under developing country, we should not be. So it is the case that where we have to take the cues, get along with the students, talk to them, make them as partner. They are no more something like student teacher. They should be young and partners of our team. And if we can actually make their partners, they'll be doing the maximum energy that we need to direct it towards problem solving. That's what I think we should always be aiming for. I thank you, Akanksha. I think many of our faculty should be thinking that way. I appreciate your concern.
Thank you very much, sir, and all your team, Jayati, ma'am, and you, and all the teams for doing this work. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sarita, ma'am, would you like to share?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, your picture is a lot of energy, a lot of brightness, even from illuminating from back. But it's full of energy.
I was wondering whether I should speak or not, because I feel that I'm way younger in experience than most of the faculties that I'm watching on screen. So um, uh, I still believe in keeping my innocence from the childhood till I die. So every time I hear you speak or any other faculty speak, it's very inspirational, especially in the chat box when you put attendance, like you always mention what is the name of the speaker, or like you keep the conversation interactive both with the presenter as well as the organizer. So it's like I tried this on my students, and they literally after 1 hour of session they cursed me because they were not able to bunk the lectures because they had to keep answering my questions. So that happened to me, but it was fun because in a way it is making sure that the students are attentive to their class, and it is also making my work easier. That the whatever I'm saying is being received at the other end. So that was one of the things that I was able to take from this session, irrespective of whether it is technical or not. The second is Akanksha Anand. I was literally, when I got the schedule, I asked one of my friends from BITS Mesra if she knew her or not. And at that time, I was expecting Akanksha to be a faculty rather than a student. So that's how I spoke about her. And then coming to this session, I found that as an organizer, you tried to bring the entire college experience into a 2 to 6th of November. Not just the faculties, not just resource personals from the other academies, your students, as well as you had a holistic exposure to mental and physical strength, well-being of a person through yoga. So that was like, I told my colleagues that I'm doing yoga after the entire session of a day. I always talk to my colleagues about it, what we did or not. And I spoke about doing yoga, and they were like, we had 6 hours of people telling us research work from 1900s to present day, and you were doing yoga. So that's how it's the way of learning is changing, not just technical, but a wholesome experience is needed, especially during this pandemic. We are trying to bring the distance between the students, faculties, everyone closer. That's what I believe was one of the things. I did not expect you people to be staring at me right now. But thank you so much. It was a good experience, sir. I've still got a lot to learn and a long mile to go before I am sitting on that end and being able to organize. But yeah, it was a good experience.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Saraswati madam. It's nice that one reason is that I know you are a core engineering of thermal power engineering, and I wondered, but I thought that emotions should be such that even anybody with the technical appreciation should be able to handle it, understand it. If we are not able to reach out to a person who is, let's say, expert in other thing or faculty in other domain, then how do we are going to teach a new student who is almost same as a new faculty in a different domain?
Yes,
so that
sir.
was my way of looking at. Then I thought that we should put in who are interested into this.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
So I was from mechanical engineering background, but I've always believed that in the future it is going to all integrate together, irrespective of whether it is civil or electronics or anything. So when I was told to do a FDP, I chose a stream that was different from me, because at this age I can keep my mind open to something new and let the impression leave for a further session. So I was like, I will choose a FDP that was different from my specifications.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good
Welcome,
evening.
sir.
Nice.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible, sir? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, sir. It's a very nice experience. I am in the fag end of my service about 57 years now, and 3 more years are remaining for me. But even at this age, I would like to learn more because from a geological background, I'm working in the civil engineering department, mainly in the remote sensing and GIS and hydrology is my specializations. I work other than geology. And the program which I liked very much is, as earlier participants told, a mixture of students and faculty and high scholars. That was quite interesting, the interactive sessions. And your jovial nature, that is very interesting. As she told, the attendants, the funny questions and clapping or applauding or welcoming the latecomers so that they will not come late in the next sessions. A very jovial approach the things. And the interactive sessions I liked very much, especially with Professor Abhik Bhattacharya. A lot of things evolved or we gained from him, the interactions. And the Ananta Narayan's, the pranayama and other facial exercises and other exercises, breathing exercises to invigorate you and rejuvenate us from the stress and the tensions. And the another thing is the Manoj sir's teaching lessons and other things. And you have selected the best resources. I have to say best resources from the Institute of Science and IRSS or the institutes, the top institutes, the best resource persons available and the best timing also given for them, so that interactions will be prolonged, so that nobody will get bored or will not be in a hurry. So you'll ask questions. That was another interesting things. And you have taken the subjects, a mix-up of computers, RSGS, and a mix of participants also from almost all the backgrounds. So that was quite interesting because the interaction was, because one subject we may be knowing, the other person will be better in that. So interaction sections opened up, which sometimes people hesitate to ask because other persons will be illiterate in that. So they will ask a questions, especially computers, we are not much familiarized. But we learned a lot from these things. And I hope that somebody suggested in future hyperspectral or the even the drone surveying and other things, because some people can, even the students can take a startup projects if you give it so that will be one of the good sessions which will give a lot of startup things for the faculty as well as the students, because there is a lot of opportunities are there. I hope that you will take it up, and wish you all the best for the programs. Due to the network, I have to open up to my mobile as well as the computer, because frequently one will be going, the other I had to. So still I was catching up in between. Even though I couldn't show my face throughout. I'm very sorry for that because of the network problem. That's the thing. Okay, sir. Nice interactions, and I wish all the participants a very nice evening and wonderful weekend. Thank you all for the giving me opportunity, especially Ram Rao sir, for your constant reminders. Otherwise, I have missed another ATAL programs in August because we registered and one mail came, I forgot. Because of this pandemic and other class engagement, etc., we used to forget it. But you have done a good job that frequently you are reminding. So that made me to keep. Most of the participants will agree with that, because that reminded them to participate in the program. Thank you very much, and wish you the very best for the programs and all the participants and resource persons. Convey my best regards to all the other resource persons also for the wonderful session, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. So nice, sir.
Sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, I am Devashish Chakraborty. Actually, I will tell, sir, like we have learned that feature engineering. So actually, in that timetable, if we see, it is a lot of timetable engineering has been done. Because why I am telling, because this timetable shows that is faculty, students, yoga teacher. So there is a combination. So that for that reason, and also lot of expert in our India, the best expert getting. So there is a lot of timetable engineering has been done. So thanks for that. So that is for a nice, that type of course has been given to us. And we have learned a lot from the best of the teachers from the India. So we could able to learn not only that remote sensing, machine learning basic, but also how the machine learning algorithm can be implemented and get the feature from the remote sensing data. That is nicely teachers has presented. And also we could able to learn the SAR data, how to extract the information, the SAR data. It is nicely told by Professor Ovik Bhattacharya. So a lot of things we could able to learn from this course. Thank you very much for giving us such a nice training program. Thank you once again.
So nice, officer. Thank you very much. That I am happy that it is useful to you as well.
Yes,
And
yes,
appreciate
sir.
that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
So one more thing I want to say that there was a very renowned scientist of India long years back. He was one of the pioneers of astronomical physics, Meghnad Saha, and he always used to say that we Indians have to prove a lot in the perspective of others because they have seen before independence what was the scenario, and he was one of the pioneer scientists who could have even win a Nobel Prize, but due to some reason or the other he couldn't win. So he told that we need to advance so much scientifically, and we need to publish so much research papers so that we can make a mark in the world. So I feel, sir, we are doing a lot, and Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology, it is really a very noteworthy institution. Thank you, sir. Thank you for this wonderful session. Thank you.
So nice. Thank you very much, Akanksha. It's really, it's a lot of inspiration. And that is where we need to go ahead. Thank you very much. So, any other?
Sir, good evening, sir. This is Sutish Lamani from RDPR University, Gadag, Karnataka.
Yes, please.
Sir, actually, my point of view through this program is because whatever we have learned, that is already we have there in our curriculum also. But the only thing is, whatever we have learned, that is something advanced which we have not even adopted in our curriculum. Definitely, sir, we are incorporate, and we will also bring to the our student observation also. And one thing, sir, what I observe is, since we have developing so much of technology in the advanced way also, but this technology we have to bring to the our rural areas, because the government of India has initiated, there are several programs, but still we are not reaching that level because of the lack of technological advancement. So that we should bring, so then only we can make a wonderful things in the rural areas. So that what I guess. And one of the project has initiated in India in in April 2020, sir, that is a Samitwa. So hope you are all aware about it. So that kind of initiation already came to the in the rural areas. So by realizing that, how best we can give the output to the our student community, and this maybe help us to insightful our knowledge, and as well as the future transformation. Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot, your team, and as well as the effort which you have really made for this workshop. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sureshi. I just like to put a word that what actually happens is that to come to technology to rural level and how we can help. First, teaching community has a lot to do. Our primary interest, in fact, the sole purpose of a teacher existence is the student. Assume that there are no students, no teaching job, no faculty, no institute, right? So if we are able to satisfy the functional and intellectual needs of our students, we assume that our other things in terms of society, rural is also part of our society, all are taken care. So how best we can do our job is the most important for us to do. Technologies come only when we really develop them or when we part of it, when we aspire for it. So nobody actually bring a technology to us, rather we should bring to that. So with the help of students, right, we will be doing that. If we are able to do this job, our rate of, let's say, different levels of success, we think that we would be doing our right job, which also includes to helping every section of the country, which included even rural, urban, everyone. Nowadays, there is no rural and no urban as such a divide that you call. All the problems are intellectuals and physical accessibility. So if we do our job thoroughly, I think all these things will be solved automatically. Thank you.
Sir, regarding this, I have something to say, if permitted. Regarding the rural reachment of the resources. So this is something what we started as a pilot project in my bachelor university, and it was a great success. So for every batch that comes, a bachelor batch is mostly consist of a 30 to 40 to 60 students. So for each batch, we have designated a rural area near our college, and what they did, they had to they don't have to deliver everything, but they had to develop a self-help student community out there, which will be very much active to teach themselves. There are a lot of portals. We have NPTEL, we have Swayam portal, everything freely available. So all those who are studying in even the not so good colleges, they can also get access to every knowledge possible. So for that, that kind of enlightenment is needed in the students. So for that, we actually each batch created one self-help group in one of the rural area, and that was actually a great success. To so the that after 4 5 years, those students were able to get job very easily. So this is something which you can try out at your place. Maybe with your one of the batch, you can ask them to just visit. So the it actually goes over a year. So first 2 3 session would be just visit. Second, in the second month, they would be like identifying the students who could be the leaders of the self-help group. And then they will be, deploying the resources and telling about them. So this is something if anyone is interested, very much dedicated, then you can try it on.
Thank you,
sir.
JT. That's a nice perception, nice, very useful information for us as well. Thank you for sharing with us. Sir, Venkateswara sir, have you anything?
No, sir. No.
Yeah, fine.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And any other person like to share their perception?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, please.
Thank you, Ramarao, sir.
Thank you, sir. I just like to
only one
share.
point I want to add is,
Yeah.
of course, it is a very well planned. If any case study is made across these sessions, like collecting the points and using some open source software, making people to work on some open GIS, and coming out with applying some algorithm. Which is already coded, maybe Python from Python library or Packa2, and producing some kind of patterns and all. So definitely, I don't say the FDP is not If it is there, it will be very much excellent. So I feel some data can be taken and it can be given to the user. Even at home, they can practice some kind of algorithm, run it, and get some kind of hands-on. So,
in fact, sir, I had actually included all the links in my PPT. I already shared in that.
Yeah, yes, sir.
That includes all the things. Apart from that, I also like to share for the general benefit of most of other people and students. Actually, I will be showing something which I can be saying. Could you able to see my desktop screen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, actually, this is my IST profile. Sir, resources are really there. I will just like to show you where they are. Just loading. As you can see, in fact, in my IST website, I kept it. There are a lot of resources. One is what I am talking that NIRH is research network. Long back, I proposed that. I still feel that that's a way where we can actually make ourselves beneficial. See, it is like, no car or no big item is produced by a single person. Thousands of pieces, thousands of components are manufactured across different facilities by different groups, and all they will be having the common idea of saying that we should do this ultimate. That is how the things turn up. So the presented research also should not be a single person oriented. So it should be a multi-person team oriented thing. The outcome will be excellent by quality as well as by quantity. And that is the context I like. Apart from that, Actually, DST has supported, in fact, it gave nearly 2 crore for us funding to establish a big lab in IAST, where we call Hyperspectral Research Lab, which included many things across India. And we am saying that this is a facility, it is not meant for only for IAST. Though we establish it is should not be a facility of IAST. It is a facility of DST housed at IAST. Okay, and it's a central government funded facility. So anybody in India, whether student, faculty, or researcher, whether NGO or anything, can happily be looking forward to utilize instruments or facilities without any cost associated with it. Actually, we have some of the very advanced equipment. For example, we have got very advanced hyperspectral spectroradiometer, full range. And another thing is that this is one imaging spectroradiometer. Actually, a hyperspectral imaging camera itself. We can have hyperspectral images at the resolution of even 1 millimeter. Even 1 millimeter hyperspectral resolution images also we can acquire it. It can be any kind of application. And for vegetation, it can be forest or agriculture or grassland, anything that you call, we have got really all sorts of equipment. It includes plant cannibalizers, leaf area meters, chlorophyll, energy harvest sensors, and automatic, a tree measurement. You need not to have any kind of thread or rope with you. Go to forest just from even from at a distance 50 meters. You can measure a tree height, a tree crown area, DBH. Everything can be measured with an instrument without any accessibility problem. And many people actually can do that. And these are all resources, instruments which are available across India. Though it is meant for southern region, but as I say, equipment are only valid when they are used. If not used, everything has a validity expiry date and they can happily without even once used one. So it is the people who should be making a cost benefit ratio such that it is always a positive. And as for resources, other data concerned, if we call high resolution images, it can be multispectral, hyperspectral, airborne, some selective regions, and LiDAR. If you want, we have a lot of such data. And we'll be happy to share with anybody. We need not to be having a lot of hierarchy. A simple email of persons with just say what is the kind of work they'd like to do will be enough for us to share. If you like to have specific way of experiment to be done, like say that I want to have this kind of data under this kind of condition. If you make those kind of experiment conditions, we will actually follow those things and get the data for you. So these are all the things where we'll be happy to share with any kind of person in India, because resources are there, and our equipment and data is so huge that even in a lifetime we are not able to analyze anything. So only when we team up, only when we share with others, there is a value for that money. Otherwise, whenever I feel that this crores of equipment is there, I feel sad for it. The reason is that we should be able to use it. So like that, entire internet is full of these data sources. We all be aware of it, many at least. So if we team up, if we actually form a weak network, I always call weak network, right? Which is nothing but knowing people with some level, okay, not deeply. If you have very intimate relation, then you won't be actually having new information exchange, okay? Because what you know will be knowing to other only. So no information will be exchanged. So when we have new and weak networks, information exchange will be different, unique. So everybody gets benefit. So that's what I suggest, that we should be proactive in the way that we interact across age, across institutions, across level, such that we maximize our facilities that we have, we maximize our aims, we maximize our output. That is where we can actually counter the kind of limitation in terms of not having resources, in terms of how to do. Some person will have a nice student, excellent student, intellectual student, but the supervisor may not be knowing what to do with that guy, right? So if the student is being helped in some other ways, who is able to do a good work, it can be win-win for everybody, right? So there are different ways where we can actually take benefit of a collaborative across networks. That's what I thought to share, and we should also be trying to practice it. Thank you. Thank you, Varsi.
Yeah, thank you, sir. You have shown another way to interact further in future. I am thinking of putting this open source softwares in my lab. And I see that some faculty work on AI machine learning applications in spatial data analysis and the spatial data mining.
Few, sir. In fact, in my paper, I kept many of them, and we will be able to find you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Any other? Yes. Right then. So thank you very much. I will update you all, and I will put it. Jayati?
Yes, sir. On behalf of the organizing committee, we would like to thank all the participants for their active and encourages participation. Although the event was very rigorous from morning 10 a.m. to 5:30, it is difficult, but all of you have kept your smiles high to make this event a successful one. Thank you all for your participation and your feedback too. We also aim to look forward for many of these events. IIST keeps on organizing these events, maybe on behalf of IEEE or Indian Society of Remote Sensing, or maybe some other part. So hopefully, sir will update you regarding it. Hope to see connect to you again back, maybe on a web platform or on a physical platform. So that was it for this AICT sponsored ATAL Faculty Development Program. Thank you all.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank
you,
you.
Rama
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. It was a very nice session.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Feeling very difficult to leave actually.
Okay, sir. Have all the best.
Sir,
Everybody, nice evening.
that is the success. If you are feeling difficult to leave, that is the success of the event.
Yes. I feel a few more days she must be there. Something. Really, thank you, sir.
Thank you. All the best. See you. Have a nice evening. Hopefully, all the best. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Jayati. It's all,
Yes, sir.
people have made that thing. I'm just only like a postman, only putting this letter, that letter. And you all the people who made this effort, for me, like really walking like easy. So thank you, Jayati. And Reggie, really,
Yes, sir.
you people have made. And behind the scenes, there are few others, Sudhanshu, Manohar, and Ashwati. They all have been really, working for this thing behind the scenes. And I thank, them all for their courtesy and making me comfortable with the way these things go. Thank you very much. Hey. Okay, so see you then. Bye. Nice evening. So, okay. Chippy, we see you. We'll meet you sometime.
Sir.
Yeah, so hope that your PhD is going well.
Yes, sir. It's going good.
Nice. Okay, see you then. Bye. Bye.